Alright, Kethis combo. For those that are not familiar with this deck, this was an archetype in Standard at one point that's now rotated out into Historic. Cornerstone of this deck is Kethis, the Hidden Hand here, which says your legendary spells cost you 1 less, and you can exile 2 legendaries from your graveyard to be able to cast all the other legendary cards in your graveyard till end of turn. So how this deck works is with Diligent Excavator here, we play a bunch of cards that self-mill ourselves to fill our graveyard up. So we can then use Kethis to cast a bunch of spells to eventually flip our entire deck into our graveyard. Then once the entirety of our deck is in our graveyard, we can either use Diligent Excavator alongside with these Mox Ambers to mill our opponent out, or we can cast Oathakaya over and over and over again to deal 3 damage at a time to the opponent and kill them that way. Is there a borderless Mox yet? There's not a borderless Mox. It's very sad. All right, let's go ahead and dive on into some matches with this one and see how it goes. Last time we played this, it felt very reasonable. See if it continues to do that again today. Yeah, this is fine. Has all of our colors. Has the Witching Well to scry a little bit. Hey, Fish. Thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. There's a lot of great people who can ship that to every single month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending it my way this month. Yeah, this is just great, right? Actually, just like lets us curve right on out. We go 2, 3, 4. Actually, I can actually Tamiyo on 3 with the Mox plus the Laz, which is sweet. So we just like plus for Diligent Excavator here, I think. Defined Excavator, Nikki says. This message means nothing. Why would you read it? Probably because you're a troll. Of the garden variety sort. Morning. What message? Roasted. Got name Excavator again here. Perfect. Goma Cake! Thank you for the 22 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into play tapped. I'm going to attack them for 1. I could have stuck the Teferi there, but I think I would rather turn this into Excavator at the end of their turn. Rude. I don't have a second blue here, huh? Yeah, sorry. So I have a second blue if I play the Teferi first, but I wanna mill off casting the Teferi to fully articulate what I mean. I wanna. Oh, I'm dumb. Tamiyo makes the Mox blue. Ignore me. I'm dumb. As is often the case, I didn't make the good play because I missed it. Right? Tamiyo's sitting right there. We're good. Nice control deck. GG. All right. Jace, Teshar. Ruinous Blast isn't very useful here. Fblthp is not very useful here. Grasp kills their Teferis, I guess. Ashiok's fine for self-milling. This seems fine. I don't think this is a Disdainful Stroke matchup. This is definitely the style of matchup where we can frequently win without comboing, just because a lot of our cards generate card advantage and grind them out a little bit. Hey, morning, Bob. Happy Tuesday. Yep, again, most hands with all your colors of mana are keepable here. I'm not certain. Wow, those are good. I'm not certain if Witching Well is good in this deck. I was just looking for some cheap artifacts that Emry could play for value. So this may or may not be reasonable. You'll note here, we left both of our good cards on top of our deck to play around this Thought Erasure. Skillfully played around the Thought Erasure. Do we only play shocks in this deck? Yeah, mostly. You want to be able to cast your spells. And, like, you have 4 Fblthp in your main, which, like, makes you, like, 4 Fblthp and, like, 3 mana 3/4s and 1 mana 1/3s, 2 mana 1/3s make you pretty reasonable against aggro. Alright, so do I stick this now to play around discard, or do I play this to play around a sweeper? I think I'm going to play Fibbles to play around a sweeper. Because, like, they've already played 2 discard. Not casting this turn makes it a little bit worse against counter magic, though. Even if they do have a counter spell for this, though, we'll be able to gas up a little bit with the Witching Well, which is nice. Wow, okay, yeah, this is actually, this is a real card to play around. So you get a little bit punished for not playing it out by Unmoored Ego. It's a good one to think about. All right, so now we're on the fair deck plan, which means all of my mills from here on out are going to be targeting them. Wow, our last 2 mills milled 4 lands. That's actually an incredibly good draw.
Manipulation of the mind.
Yeah, Jace and Tamiyo are probably our 2 best draws in the position we were in. Yeah, that was a cast down. I think cast down is worth having in their deck against us, just because killing Diligent Excavator is that important.
I am that which nightmares face. Behold, I aspire for more. Let's try this.
Oh, you know what? Maybe playing this is wrong just because they're going to mill my scries anyways. Maybe I should have just shocked in a land to draw 2 there. I do want to kill this just because I don't want them to be in danger of milling us out. Like, we've only got 33 cards in our deck. This is going to put us to 29 this turn.
I leave you with. Remember your nightmares.
I could have, like, gambled that turn and, like, left, Are they going to tuck my Jace? I say tucking my Jace would be really defensive there. I could have gambled and, like, left the land on top of my deck, but in, like, the event that they chose to level me and not mill me, that would have been really bad.
Always an answer.
The odds of this Jace living to the point where I deck myself are very low against their very controlling deck.
Hey, that was uncalled for.
So I think playing the game assuming that this Jace is gonna die is probably correct. Teshar sounds great.
Let's skip to the good part.
What? Brutal. Punished for not being more aggressive with my witching wells, I guess. Alright, any historic card, please. Tamiyo would be great. I guess I can't cast Tamiyo this turn. Fblthp. This is where the magic happens, chat. I'm gonna hold on to this for now until I can play a historic card in the same turn as it. Aren't they all historic cards? Oh, Magic Arena. Okay, if we get to untap with this, we could see our Witching Wells put to good work here. It's a big if, though. Wow, that's awesome. That one, please. Yeah, I think I'm in for a backup, Emry. There's only 16 cards in my deck here. I have 16, they have 28. Maybe my deck count was too low to keep this second Emry. There's only 10 cards in my deck. Yeah, there should be, I guess I should check. They could have theoretically milled that, I suppose. Yeah, I actually have two Tamiyos in these 4 cards, which is kind of unreal. Hey, Kindle B. Thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. All right, I gave him a resource. Eight minutes, Chef Seth. 8-minute disconnect timer. They lowered it to 5 for a little bit, and then they raised it back up to 8 because 5 was too short and people kept complaining.
I know my responsibility. Let's take it back.
Oh, that's a good question. Did Jace get exiled? No, Jace is in our bin. Yeah, Jace is in our bin. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So I can't play. I can't do this and cast Tamiyo this turn, so I just have to pass here. 6, 7. So go. They have 12 cards left in their deck. We have 7, so like we're winning on 2 axes right now. We're currently winning by threatening to mill them with these excavators, but we're also going to be winning by Tamiyoing back Jace and winning that way. We actually haven't played Pioneer Kethis. I would assume the deck's very reasonable in that format too.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Maybe this is too aggressive. I can just attack this. Hey, Dirtle Greg, thanks for the 18 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I definitely would, Polly. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why this deck is so neat, is because of, like, you have games where you just combo them, but you also have really scrappy games like this one. Like, where they took my combo away and we're, like, just slugging it out, right?
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging. The story past holds our future.
That match really highlights to me why this deck is neat. Because, yeah, just like the first game we just won because we had a combo and they couldn't interact with us. And then like game 2, we were just like this scrappy creature value deck. You know, it's very possible that we want a third Tamiyo in the 75. Just because it's so good in games like that where they take our stuff. They have room for a third Tamiyo. The stroke is probably dumb. They banned... Oh, these Legion... Do I need these Legion's ends? I feel like I'd probably get rid of some of these. I'm going to put a third Tam in the side. Yeah, Tamiyo just really, really does all of the things. The 0 in the bottom left Is Wizards of the Coast reminding me that I don't have any friends? You want a third Tamiyo over the fourth Fblthp? I could see that. That seems fine. Worth noting, too, that I said I was uncertain about Witching Well. Witching Well plus Emry was very good there. Kethis build around tomorrow, or what? Yeah, definitely, Polly. That'll get you up tomorrow. I appreciate the support. You're absurd. Right to the top with you. It'll be our first of 2 Pioneer decks tomorrow. I still don't think I need the random stroke in the board, though. I'm gonna play an extra Noxious Grasp for now. Well ho! To be fair, Nexus is legal in Historic still, yeah. Historic seems to be lagging behind Pioneer. So maybe with Nexus still being legal in this format, I'd like a third Unmoored Ego in my sideboard. That could be that last slot too. Oh, right. I forgot there was a patch this morning. That's fine. We can just do it live. It'll be okay. It's supposed to be a 0 downtime patch. I'm gonna get my second arena environment set up here. All right, speaking of aggro, instant regret in bottoming my, what's it called? My Glacial Fortress. This is a bad die roll to lose, chat. Second Oath of Kaya is a great draw, though. Tam is not what we're looking for right now. It's been her. Arena, to their credit, has been very good about downtime recently, which is nice. Oh, do they have the patch up already? 28. Oh, I think they have the downloader up already. Sick. Hey, Llama. Thanks for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I don't think I block here. I don't want to lose Lazav to Ashiok. If they have Lightning Strike or Wizard Lightning, it's whatever. But I'd prefer Rimrock Knight. Yep. Brutal. Well, I actually don't think the red matchup's that bad for this deck, dude. Just like for what it's worth. It's definitely like not unlosable, like you can die, but I don't think you're like, oh crap, I can never win this matchup when you play it. Let's sideboard really quick here. Legion's End sounds good. Blast is probably fine. Tolsimir is busted. This is probably not a Witching Well. Oath of Kaya does not enable Mox, and it does not let you cast legendary sorceries. For people that are wondering, these cards you need to have a planeswalker or a legendary creature. Which I don't blame you for not knowing that. A lot of people get that confused. So don't feel bad if you're confused. I guess Teferi rebuys Kaya, Oath of Kaya. This is probably not a Tamiyo matchup. This just dies to Chain Whirler. Un moment. Yeah, this is good, right? Double Oath of Kaya. Oh, are you kidding me? What a tilt. What if I hit reconnect? The Swords Mardu packed, we definitely can Boomfist. Sorry, I was getting, there's an arena patch, so I'm downloading the patch in the background, and apparently it kicked me out. Weird. So all previous arena patches have let me download the patch in the background. I guess I'll have to make a second account. It won't let me download the patch without logging in. Weird. That's fine. We'll just patch here in a second. Would I recommend to climb standard ranked ladder? I don't really have a recommendation. I don't really like anything in standard right now. Really have not been enjoying standard as a format. Trying to... Will it not let me? What? All right, never mind. All right, we did it. We figured it out. All right, shh.
My assistants are painfully slow.
They tried to download the patch that's gone so right. I'm gonna have to make another arena account so I can like use a secondary account to like log in so I can download while I'm still playing. Sure. So if I mill a Kethis, I can copy Kethis. I think it's just a quality of life bug fix patch today, if I recall correctly. I mean, to be fair, Arena not letting me log in twice is probably ideal behavior. It's just, it's different behavior than what I previously was experiencing. Oh, these attacks are bad, right? Because they can block plus shock this now. Eh. I shouldn't have attacked here. Yeah, if we draw a Kethis, we're going to be in a real good spot. Not gonna block here. Oh, hey, sorry, Troll, I was having issues. I try, generally speaking, not to let people nickel and dime small changes, because I just don't like to, like, reorder the schedule rapidly. So generally speaking, I only do big changes for larger donations. Make another Diligent Excavator for the time being. Gonna still change it to something else later. Fblthp, yep. Gosh, we find a Kethis here. Come on. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so we should combo them from here. So, opponent should be dead from this position. So, we're going to flip the entirety of our deck over, and then we'll mill them out. So, how this works is, for people that haven't seen us combo, because the expert player conceded, we're going to cast all these Mox from our graveyard, milling ourselves every time we do it. My Kingdom for an always yield button. We float mana with these Moxes. And then we get to go ahead and cast things like Teferi to allow us to mill even more.
Let's slow this down.
There is not a Jace in our main deck, and you don't board Jace in this matchup. So that is not necessary. In my experience, you only need Jace in matches where you're not... you only need Jace in matches where you don't have Oath of Kaya, because 2 win conditions is sufficient. Yes, yeah, we're gonna kill them with Oath. Is exactly correct. So we flip the entirety of our deck into our discard pile here. And then we get to sit here and loop Oath of Kayas. So worth noting, once you've cast all your Mox in, you have to reactivate this in order to cast more, which is fine. So we'll activate Kethis here again, which will let us recast these Mox. So now we go Mox, mill ourselves. The opponent might not know how our deck works, to be fair. So like, as far as like valuing their time goes, there's a chance that they just like haven't seen this before if they weren't playing Standard when this deck was legal. Yeah, the arena clock is needlessly long. We are in 0 danger of decking out. Well, there's an Oath in my hand here still too, right? And now, while we kill them with Oath of Kaya, we'll also mill them. Have a good one, Tron. So again, we have them dead 2 different ways here. We have 3 Mox in our bin, so we exile 2 non-Mox cards. Get to recast them again. Yeah, don't accidentally draw. That would be bad, because we would lose the game, because I did mill myself completely. Just gotta take some game actions here. Yeah, listen, I cut my teeth playing Jeskai Ascendancy combo on Magic Online. Like, this is nothing. If this thing had auto yield triggers, in fact, I can turn off, can add auto order triggered abilities to save a little bit of time here. Yeah, Vryn's Prodigy would be great. Agree. So we're going to kill our opponent 2 different ways. We can not only deck them, but we can also just kill them with Oath of Kayas. So we'll let them know. Let them know that they're done for. It's only fair that they let us see their whole deck because we showed them ours, so it's only fair that they show us theirs. Get them to 2 with Oath and attack for lethal to exert dominance. In. I'm also gonna deck them though, because they deserve to be decked. So not gonna let them know that they're let them know that they're real dead. Hey, you can start roping while you do this. Look at that. I have 18 minutes on my clock still. So like, you know, we've got plenty of time to win a second game here. I have 18 minutes on my clock, and I accidentally disconnected and had to reconnect, trying to update my client on the side. So like, you know, details. So after this match, we'll do a client update, and then we'll play some more Kethis. I'm enjoying this one. It's next to Hoot. I'm gonna keep this. Might be a little ambitious with no 2-mana play, but like Oath plus Teferi and like all of our colors, I think is a keep here. Sick. Perfect. Hey, Technopunk. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're enjoying your day off. So, I know they have this lightning strike here, but my next few plays are already dictated, so I'm just going to go ahead and play this out. I get a mill trigger off it with this. Alright, double clicking works apparently when drag to cast doesn't work. Sure. I'm starting my master's next semester. Did I have a thesis for mine? I did not. The master's program I did was pretty lax overall. I had to do a project at the end of it, but it wasn't, you know, I should have played the green source there. That was the wrong land. I had to do a project at the end, but it wasn't as formal as like a thesis. It probably doesn't matter which land we played there since I drew another Oath. Alright, apparently drag to cast isn't gonna work for the rest of the day. Nope, it's like flipping a coin on whether or not drag to cast is gonna work. Hey, Picardon, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. They're thinking about, like, shocking this in response. It's probably not unreasonable. We're just gonna activate castle here. Yep. Alright, third Oath is the charm. Oh, you know what? I should have played a green source there, because if I draw a Tolsimir, I need another green. Alright, it's like waiting on a Tamiyo. Alright, they're on empty. They're waiting on a Frenzy, we're waiting on one of our pieces of card advantage. I actually can't cast that. I was like, we'll just cast that because it's resource to be resource efficient, but again, Oath doesn't let us cast legendary sorceries. Wow, opponent's done enough. All right, I'm gonna roll a client update really quick. While I do that, I would just like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for hanging out here today. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday wherever you're at. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic full-time here on Twitch. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to all of my wonderful subs like Max Owns the Wielder, checking in for the 15th month. Thanks for keeping me employed. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support. I'd also like to plug a couple of my wonderful sponsors here really quick. BCW Supplies, only ones I trust to protect my paper Magic the Gathering cards using code HOAGLANDIA at bcwsupplies.com. You can save 10% on sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories there with them. Cardsphere.com is the peer-to-peer trading network that would love to help you turn your cards into other cards directly to the players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats. Binders and bags with them. You can get your own artwork that you have or select from their wide range of art that they already have on their website for purchase. And of course, the Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series, a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. They're actually having back-to-back 5K tournaments. They primarily focus on Pioneer, Modern, and Legacy. Their championship series is going to be streaming this weekend on twitch.tv/NRG series, so feel free to check them out there as well. And of course,
don't make your life garbage time. Join us in Hoaglandia today by subscribing to Jeff Hoagland with Twitch Prime today.
All right, client almost done updating. Got many gigawatts. Be ready momentarily. I'll have it. Once I create a second arena account, I should be able to download the update while we're still playing moving forward. I didn't realize it was going to start kicking me out today. We've not played Kethis and Pioneer yet, but we actually had someone donate a pile of bits today. Polly, so we're going to be playing Kethis tomorrow. So first Pioneer deck tomorrow is going to be a crack at the Pioneer Leagues had some good games of Magic, but both the decks in terms of power level were kind of middling.
You did it! I'm so proud of you.
They're so proud of me. So proud of me. Hey, Sean. I do have infinity shillings. To infinity and beyond. Alright. Snap back to the Kethis combo. Easy mulligan here, no blue. Yeah, this is fine. We'll bottom Ruinous Blast. Redistribute the shillings, yep. Did anybody tell you they banned this color? Opponent. This hand's actually really good. We get to go Excavator on 2 into double 2-drop on 3. We'll see if they're able to run us down on the play with an Accelerant. They have like Questing Beast this turn. We're going to have to be hard pressed to race them since our lands are dealing damage to us too here. Okay, so we're going to lose the Excavator here, which also slows us down. Yep. Bring your comeuppance. As is frequently the case in Magic the Gathering, a lot of play-draw disparity here. Had we been on the play, we'd be in a much better spot, as is often the case in this this game. Do I want to play this Mox? Probably. Just get my mill on. I could potentially have an extra mana next turn with that Mox, though, because I'm not using it this turn. So, like, guaranteed mill versus having an extra mana. Maybe I'm supposed to hold it, actually. Extra mana could potentially be very valuable. Yeah, I think that's going to be all she wrote. We could hit a Kethis here, but even then, I don't think we have the tools to go off with another piece of removal. Punish Draw was very good. Had a lot of pressure into Double Disruption. Is this a Ruinous Blast matchup? I'm not sure that it is. I think this is not an extra Tamiyo matchup. They have a bunch of Planeswalkers, and like they have Questing Beasts too. So I'm not really sure that Blast is like the axis I want to be fighting this matchup on. Green has every part of the color pie. There is not a single part of the color pie that green does not fill. So Little Teferi isn't amazing in this matchup. But the reason why Little Teferi is good is because even when it's not amazing, it's still very reasonable. Like, you don't go, yeah, Little Teferi, we're going to win the game, but like bouncing their thing and drawing a card, or like rebuying an Oath, or like it's useful when we're comboing to like bounce a Mox to get us milling some more. I definitely don't really think Teferi's a cut here. I believe in this Scryland. It's going to find us a breeding pool. That's fine. We just hit Diamond 3, so this is a free loss for us. Our mana is marginally worse in a world where we don't have Once Upon a Time. We know Lightning Bolt effect in Pioneer. Why not print it in green in Theros? Oh, it's funny because it's sad. What you doing, opponent? What you got? What you got? What you got? Yep. All right. Take our free loss and roll back on into the queue. Gosh, had to wait 41 seconds for a match. Is this game dead? As per Party Bus, has been fun and historic, charming Princess Gas in that deck. Glad to hear it. Maybe I should throw that one up on the website. That deck is definitely sweet. They make for a good team. I don't remember offhand. Did anybody watch that set recently? We played it once. Was it good? Were the games we played good? I don't remember if the games were good or not. Usually I don't put them up on the website if the games aren't good. Yeah, this is great, right? I think I'm in for both of those. Am I in for Laz? Can I do better? I feel like I can do better. I'm gonna make a note. I've been a little bit hesitant about doing too much for Historic or Pioneer, just because, like, until the bans settle and we know exactly what's going to be legal. I think I already have the update. I wonder if they just send that message to everyone. Is there a way in client I can check my client version? Does anybody know, is there a way you can look without exiting to see what client version you have? Is it on the main menu? I'll check the main menu after this. Another Esper control matchup. I'm actually going to shock... Yeah, I'm going to shock this in, play the Mox, so we can crack Witching Well at the end of their turn. Yep, let's do that in response.
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave.
Wonder if they're debating on if they're supposed to activate this.
I have just the trick for this.
Well, sign me up for that one.
You could use
Graveyard doesn't have much useful in it yet, though. So tapping the Narset there means if they want to grab another card with her, they lose her. They have Kaya's Wrath. I wouldn't be surprised to see them just fire it off here. They have a Teferi that we know about. We see them just like play and bounce the Excavator here as well. I assume this Narset isn't dying. Otherwise, they would have activated her. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are a wonderful pet. And they bark every time your opponent counters one of your spells, which means when you're playing Standard, they bark a lot. Really? That surprises me. Huh? I just pass here? I feel like I'm just supposed to pass here, huh? feels like an absorb. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yeah, definitely have an absorb. What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, Cannon. I updated everything on the website last night. Removed things that were banned and adjusted things otherwise. So the purpose of the deck lists on my site are they're always updated. Generally speaking. Is 25 lands too many in this deck? Can I cut a land for a Witching Well? Maybe I can cut a land for a Witching Well. That's probably not too greedy. I get to flip search here. Nope, not quite yet. Yeah, I actually think that's one of the decks that gets a lot better. One of its harder matchups was the Fast Oko matchups, and Fast Oko doesn't exist anymore. Hey, thanks for the 28 months, Wraithborn. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
That's more like it.
Absorb me, daddy. One could argue I was a master at baiting, chat. Definitely strong case that I am a master at baiting.
The storied past holds our future.
The storied past. Good lord. Holy crap, chat. Card drew 4 cards. Zombie. Thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. How do you feel about the Dragons deck with Oko and Nexus gone? The Dragons deck probably had an awful Nexus matchup. I think it lined up okay against the green decks. It's probably still fine. We've bounced my cantrip. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Wonder if it's going to pay off for him here. Bounce your cantrip. Yep. All right, so we're going to plus for Diligent Excavator here, I think. All right, Fblthp. Come on, this one resolves. We know this one resolves. He's coming into play. All right. You know, that's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying. Attack with your lands, right? We should be playing Field of the Dead. Yep, it's a shame they banned that out from under us. The Shuffler Truther clip is real good. Four historic decks today, Wargy. And I had to cut the line and the Pioneer went quickly. I think we did both Pioneer decks in like 2.5 hours as opposed to 3.5 hours, so have time for another one. Also planning to run a little bit late, hoping to go till about 4:30 or so today. I really hope they give Field of the Dead a chance in this format. I think giving cards like Field a chance in this format that are banned in Pioneer is another way they could give this format a distinct, unique feeling from Pioneer. I think my opponent disconnected. It's unfortunate for them. They definitely ran out their timer there. Sometimes Comcast or real life happens, I suppose. Yeah, technically Field was put into tension. I believe what they said about the suspended cards is they'll give us a more final ruling when the next set drops. So when Theros releases, they'll either ban or return the suspended cards. Oh yeah, they must have just come back, huh? And they flipped that by mistake. I assume they flipped that by mistake because they were rushing. Yeah, Veil and Once Upon a Time are rancid stains that need to stay gone. Big agree with that.
Sorry I'm late.
Would not complain if those cards are gone forever. Please tuck my Tamiyo back into my deck. Rats.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, sweet. So, step one, that happened. We do this. Now we use this to pick back up Kethis. And then Kethis lets me replay Tamiyo. What are loops? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Do 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 do. This is the value part of our deck here.
I am Tamiyo. It is an honor to meet. I think you will find my note helpful.
Okay, there's an excavator for later. Oh, I could have bounced Mox. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I don't think it matters. Yeah, Kethis makes your spells cheaper too, which is great.
We need to move quickly.
So there's a good chance we combo next turn. If they don't take Time Raveler off the table. Even if they kill Kethis, there's a good chance we combo next turn. If they don't take Time Raveler off the table. Tamiyo sitting here ready to return something as well. Pack Diesel, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday wherever you're at. What's the combo? So how we combo is we flip our entire deck into our graveyard, and then we recast Oathakaya again and again and again, dealing 3 damage a pop to them. Sure.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
So this kills little Teferi. Wait, what?
Use some manners.
Ah. Okay. All right, so they're dead. Yeah, they should be very dead. All right, so this is the combo for people that are asking. Yes, you could also deck them by casting Mox over and over again, usually. Aw, command the Dread Horde. Look at all that sweet value. That sweet, sweet value play they could make. Yeah, they're on the Hope We Brick plan. There's an Excavator in here. There is an Excavator. So I messed this up, actually. So I should have been doing this. I should have picked this up earlier.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Is there another Excavator in here? Oh, and I could have copied that one too. Yeah, I've been super sloppy and it's not going to matter because our deck is great. So 14 cards left in my deck. I'm going to shock this in for an extra mana. I'm going to go ahead and do this for 2. Target Diligent Excavator. Then we'll activate Kethis here, exiling some irrelevant cards. Extra Kethis, because I'm not going to need those. And then this is how we win the game at this point. We mill ourselves Artnar entirely. Hey, yay, Twitch badges, Polly. And actually, so let's just deck them. Yeah, they're conceding. They understand that they're dead. I am confident that the main deck Jace in this deck is wholly unnecessary. I think you should have one in your 75 to board in when you're boarding out Oath of Kaya, but I think 2 win conditions in the main deck is more than fine, and I would not play more than that. This is Pete from the clubhouse in Glenview earlier in the decade. Wanted to hop in and say I'm glad to see you're doing well. Hey, hope life's treating you well as well. It's been a while since the IQ grinding days. That was one of our regular stops. One of the more enjoyable stops. One of the things I definitely learned playing a whole bunch of SCGIQs through those years was the quality of local game stores varies dramatically. There's some very good ones like the clubhouse and some not so great ones. All right, so Oath and Urza's Ruinous Blast, easy cuts here. Teshar helps us grind. You always board in the Jace when you board out the Oath of Kaya as an extra win condition. And I think I just like one Noxious Grasp. You subs are real people. They are not all just computer programs. I'm sure some of them are computer programs, but not all of them. Now, I'm firmly against playing cards to make your life easier and make clicking easier. If it's not optimal to be playing the card, I'm not going to play it. So I agree that from a quality of life perspective, adding a Jace to the main is probably fine. But from a, is it optimal? I don't think it is. I agree that you will save yourself some clicks if you put a Jace in your main deck. I think that is an accurate statement. Not looking for another land. How long ago was it that chat went sub only? March or April, I believe. March or April sounds right. It was shortly after the whole disaster that was their original invitational. It's been a hot second. Lurkers that never message are bots you wrote to beef up your numbers. I don't know about that. It'd be really silly to pay myself money, though. So is the board date of Kethis plus 2 Emry's looping without Excavator not worth it? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's really necessary. I think Emry's kind of clunky, then I don't really want to play more Emrys. I mean, to be fair, if I was pumping my numbers, I'd probably pump myself to the top of the magic section, not like second or third like we usually are. At a certain threshold, it would be worth it. Not really, Jackal Girl. The threshold to get a higher percentage from subs is actually, it's relatively low. It's only like, I think it's like 500 or 600 concurrent subscribers, if I recall. It's been a while since I bumped over it, so I don't remember the exact number.
I've got time.
You'd have to be relatively close to that number, and you have to maintain a subscriber count at a certain point for a while before they push you over the threshold as well. So I just plussed my Teferi there as opposed to down ticking it right away because Narset would have prevented our draw. Why don't we have a deep state emote? That's probably not a bad idea. I think I'm just going to play Excavator out here so we can try and attack down this Narset next turn and start drawing cards with this Teferi. Getting my mill on also sounds appealing. I'm going to bottom the Laz. That's not strictly true, Simone. To a degree, there's more profitability and ability to have success being a big fish in a small pond, as opposed to just like playing the largest game. If I were to fire up my stream on a more popular game, I'd likely have fewer viewers than I do streaming Magic here, just because of how Twitch works. I'd also probably enjoy it a lot less, like a big part of why I play Magic, because I enjoy the gameplay. They're kind of choked on mana, so let's just get that out of there. I think I'm going to guarantee a cantrip with this Tamiyo. So to start, I'm just going to down tick her and pick this Teferi back up. Just getting a guaranteed card draw in is appealing. I think it's something like 500 average viewers that you need for full time. That's actually completely misspaced. I bet there's a lot of stuff that people don't understand about the metrics for stuff like that. So your average viewer count, while it contributes to some amount of ad revenue, for example, because the numbers vary month to month, so I can't give you an exact figure, but like even someone of my streaming size couldn't live in the entirety off of what ad revenue is at my size. So like overall being your subscriber count matters a whole lot more than average viewers.
This isn't a fight you can win.
That when I tell people thanks for keeping me employed when they sub, that's just me being genuine. Like I wouldn't be able to be here without the subscribers. I think I just bounced this Laz and like get a Surveil in. I just want to cantrip this right away. Ooh, that's appealing. Okay, yeah, I think I just do this and like start self-milling with Ashiok. This also exiles their graveyard, which makes their Search for Ice Canto worse too, so that's great. Could I take Kethis and buy back Tamiyo this turn? No, I didn't have 2 other cards in my graveyard. Didn't have two other things there. With an average conversion rate for subsets owners. So one of the other things that I think is misunderstood in this industry is that there is no correlation from my research between viewer count and, or there's no direct line that says like, if you have X amount of viewers, you likely have Y amount of subs. Those things don't cross exactly like you would probably expect them to. So I can shock this in. Believe it or not, I've spent an incredible amount of time looking up metrics surrounding what I do as a job. I'm a very data-driven person. I've spent a lot of time analyzing all the metrics that I could get a hold of with regards to Twitch. All right, so I think I just do this here. Since we have so many things in my bin. And I'm going to exile an extra Tamiyo and an extra Emry. And then I can cast a Teferi and draw a card. Thanks for the 31 months, Raveler. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I can plus this, not that it really matters. And then I can play this. And again, like, this is just such a good example of, like, the grindy value this deck has when we're not combo killing people. I didn't, Gengar. I didn't have access to the information to be able to calculate that. And is there an excavator in the graveyard? I don't believe so. Gosh, if this is their play here, we're in a real good spot.
I know my responsibility.
Even if they bounce this, we can still replay Tamiyo next turn, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because it's 2 to play, 3 to copy, and then 3 to play Tamiyo.
I'll protect you.
If you'd like to change a standard deck to something else, Duran, you're welcome to. However, I am still going to be doing some standard. I need to find a standard deck for the event coming up. So like,
That's more like it.
Kethis. Yeah, that can stay. That can stay right there. So that's Kethis is actually a really sweet hit here. Because what this lets me do is I get to copy the Kethis in my graveyard, cast Tamiyo, and then plus Tamiyo, naming the Kethis that's on top of my deck. That one. So I get to plus to draw a card here, basically. An opponent stumbled a little bit this game, but our draw's not been amazing.
Don't worry, I got this.
It would be the minimum amount you need to personally make in a month to be comfortable keeping Twitch as my full-time job. I don't know offhand. That would be an interesting metric to calculate. I'm in the position I'm in right now is nice in that my wife has a full-time job. So basically what I need to make basically just has to cover daycare costs. Oh, all right, so they're dead. I haven't figured out exactly how yet, but they're dead. Nom 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 nom. Oh, nom 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 nom. Oh, buddy, old pal. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bin that one, baby. Bin that one. All right, and then I get to cast this, which picks this back up. It's garbage time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play here. Do 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 do. Listen, chat. I was already loving this deck, but the fact that it appears to stuff Esper in a tiny box makes me like it even more. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. All right, let's play one more with this. Let's do one more. Teshar isn't a maze, so you can deck out. You just exile all the Fblthps to Kethis' ability. So that's not really a concern. We did in fact win, dude. Light. Mana sucks. Mulligan. Hand's great, buy it stuff. Have we lost a match? We died to Gruul. Gruul had very good draws, and I kept a medium hand in game 2. Giving it to Esper is the medicine I need to heal from the cold. Excellent. If I'm being completely honest, we don't have enough information to know how to feel about Historic one way or another. I'm enjoying the games that I'm playing so far, but there's a lot to this format that we won't really know until we're deeper into it. Oh, is this a flash deck? I bet this deck has a really bad flash matchup. I don't know what our record is. I don't really care about our record. It's not something I keep track of. Your take on the ban command Warps by Soul? I try. To be fair, all the other bans that happened in Pioneer lagged behind happening in Historic, so I would bet Nexus's days are numbered in this format as well. Would be my assumption. I'm playing the untapped land here so I can play around Quench. Probably dead here. To be fair, Armageddon, the deck dumps for Magic Online are artificially diverse, so it's hard for those to really skew the format. Do I sideboard here? I kind of feel like my main deck is well set up, or is as good as I'm going to get. I think I like Ruinous Blast as a way to clean up after Wolves. Maybe Emry's a little bit medium and I want some more Blasts, or maybe some Noxious Grasps. Maybe Grasp is just good enough to kill Wolf. Let's try this. Yeah, definitely a little Teferi. Needs to pack his stuff up and get out. Yeah, what you need to remember when you look at a 5-0 deck list posted on Magic Online is you genuinely don't know how many times that deck failed or posted a bad result before it got to that 5-0. Well, I mean, we're definitely keeping one of those, right? Probably the extra blue source. Yeah, or what the matchups were. It's also a good important thing that you don't have access to. This is the part where we never resolve another spell, right? How have I found Emry in this archetype? Passable. It's not a card that I would write home about as like, oh my god, I have Emry and it's awesome, but it's like, yeah, this card's playable, it's worth the 2 slots. Witching Well's been reasonable. One of the Esper matchups that we won, we definitely won on the back of Emry bringing back Witching Well a couple of times. Sub for 17 months and still can't figure out how to get into the Discord. You should get on that. There's pictures on my website. Even put some photos up there to help figure it out. Feels dead, man. I think I'm gonna cut a land. I'm gonna cut a land and add a Witching Well. Witching Well's been like acceptable, and it'll help us dig to lands. I think I'm gonna cut the basic forest. How many blue sources do I have? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only have 11 blue sources. Should probably sit and think about the mana in this deck. There are really only 11 blue sources in this deck? Wow, that's gotta be wrong. This deck has a ton of blue cards in it. How much white do I have? Is blue my lowest count? I mostly copied this from the standard mana base, and looking at it now, it seems super wrong. Yeah, wow, blue is actually the lowest count to my mana base, and that's definitely incorrect. All right, so I'm going to wrap on this for today. I like this archetype a lot. It feels really powerful. I like this style of deck. Playing combo decks like this is satisfying, especially when there's a little bit of scrappiness going on to it that you could win without combo killing as well, like we saw in a couple of games where we got Unmoored Ego'd. That being said, this mana base as constructed is definitely not ideal. I'm going to put some brain power into it after the stream, because 4-color mana bases are not simple, and I will update the list on my website with a more ideal mana base this evening after I sign off. So if you're looking for a sweet deck, I like this one a lot. I want 2 or maybe even 3 more blue sources in the mana base. Need to figure out exactly how that's going to look. I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll while we get set up for the next deck. We're going to play some blue-green fish in Historic. We got 3 more Historic decks coming up yet today. We're a little bit of a longer stream, so don't go anywhere. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon, folks.